Thank you so much for your precious time here. Thank you so much for deciding to hang out with me today. And if you ever hung out with me before, you already know that I decided to talk about our feelings, happiness, emotions, our thoughts, our problems in life. Because this isn't my opinion, this is what neuroscience shows, and this has to be one of the most mind blowing things ever. Like, when you think about the universe, yes, there are so many mind blowing things about the universe, but this is what literally shapes 100% of our life, of our thoughts, our feelings, how we experience living. And if you ever hung out with me before, you already know that this is something people even study in college, people study in schools, and you can even find this in reliable neuroscientific modules or encyclopedias, etc. So if you ever heard about the term called interoception, it's just so mind-blowing to my brain that the more we look at it, the better we understand it, the more mind-blowing it gets. And like I said, we think that we have some thoughts. Okay, imagine you have thoughts that are really intrusive, like thoughts that won't give you a glimpse of rest, like thoughts that feel heavy. Let's say thoughts about your problems or situations. We think that 100% of these thoughts and feelings came from those situations. But brain is way crazier than that, because inside the brain there is a part called the insula that is constantly measuring signals inside your body through something called the vagus nerve, which is connected to the thinking brain called the prefrontal cortex, which is the thinking part of the brain. And it's just so mind blowing. And today we are going to look at a problem. Let's say this is your problem, or that let's say this is someone's problem, and let's dive into that. So today's problem we are going to talk about, let's say you are suffering from a problem called loneliness or not belonging. You feel like you don't belong anywhere. Now we are going to look at a situation where the body is different, and this will get mind blowing. Let's say you have a situation that is loneliness and not belonging. Let's say your body is in a state with zero sleep, just zero sleep, which is a body signal. Sleep is a body signal. Social pain networks amplify. And just from this stupidly boring body signal, the way how your thoughts feel, the way how the situation feels, gets darker, worse. It feels heavier to carry, like a different, more heavier, darker world inside your soul. Another very boring example. Electrolytes off. So neural stability drops. Social interpretation becomes harsher. Thoughts that can come up and feelings could resonate with I don't fit anywhere. These type of thoughts and heavy feelings. Just from one tiny body signal changes what feelings you have about your situations, what thoughts you have about your situations, how strong those feelings are, especially that part. How strongly negative or how strongly positive will those thoughts be? Another example, low blood sugar. Brain senses lack of safety. Thoughts that will appear will be like, people don't want me. Just a tiny body signal and different thoughts and feelings. This is so fucking, like, what the fuck? Another example, low iron. Fatigue deepens emotional tone, and then your brain starts searching inside you. You'll start to have thoughts like, this and that is wrong with me. This and that is wrong about me. Another example, sleep debt. We already mentioned that, but we talked about 0 hours, so sleep debt, general sleep debt. Long-term emotional distortion. Your thoughts and feelings from this tiny body signal can feel like this is forever, period. Isn't this just so fucking mind-blowing? Like, my brain just freezes from that. Like, genuinely. I genuinely don't know what to say. Now, let's take a look at another example, which is serotonin, dopamine imbalance. Just these two hormones, two body signals are imbalanced. Social connection can feel less rewarding and less reachable. Your thoughts from these two hormones, your thought patterns and your feelings can be like, even if I try, it just won't matter. Like, my brain just is frozen right now, because what the fuck? One tiny body signal change and your thoughts are, even if I try, it won't matter. Another example, nervous system hit, which includes heightened sensitivity to rejection. And this body signal just about your nervous system can start creating thoughts like, I am fundamentally alone, which is just so crazy. Now, let's take a look at another example. Body, all these body signals that I was talking about, low iron, low blood sugar, electrolytes off, zero sleep, sleep debt, serotonin dopamine balance, etc., etc. Let's take a look where your body signals are balanced. Your thoughts about loneliness can be like, this hurts, but it moves. There are people I haven't met yet. This isn't permanent. Even your brain can be eventually more efficient to figure out a solution. Like, my brain is completely frozen from that. Like, I genuinely can't explain the way how my mind is just mind blown from that. Like, genuinely, this world is just crazy. This life is just crazy. And the more scientists find about it, the more we learn about this world. Like, wow. Thank you so much for your precious time here. Feel free to hang out with me even more and explore our problems, our feelings, thoughts, emotions, happiness even more in other videos. But absolutely no pressure. Thank you so much for your precious time that you've spent here with me. Take care, especially take care. And I can't wait to catch you soon.